If you are looking for max damage mining drills, capped flak and massive loot, then this video is perfect for you. Hello Dodo crew, welcome back to another video on ARK Survival Ascended. Grab a bottle of water and let's get straight into it. You can find missions by going to your inventory and opening the mission list. Then select the mission you need and click on Track Mission Dispatcher. Most missions on Gamma already offer extremely good loot, even on the official settings. Even on Gamma, you can already get 200% mining drills in Ruffle Some Feathers. It really doesn't get any easier than that. Grab a Deinosuchus, complete the 3 stages of the mission, and you're practically guaranteed to get a mining drill at the end. First follow the tracks on the ground until you spot the Utyrannos for the first time. With a gigabyte, you can now bleed it almost instantly and kite it around so it loses health very quickly. After that, repeat these stages until you have to defeat the final stage of the Utyrannos. This one spawns alongside a Carno and a small Uty, but you can easily kill them both with a gigabyte. However, Ruffle Some Feathers isn't the only mission where you can get mining drills. The easiest mission you can find is the Dodo Ball mission. You have a 10% chance of getting a primitive mining drill on top of the normal drops. And in Magma Medley Melee, you also have a 15% chance of getting a mining drill with around 150% guaranteed drop rate. By the way, I'm at around 10k subs. My goal is to hit 20k subs by the end of the year. So if you enjoy these guides, hitting subscribe would really help. As a thank you, I'm giving away 3 Tides of Fortune DLCs. Just subscribe, leave a comment and post a screenshot as proof in my giveaway channel on Discord. The winner will be drawn at the end of the month. Good luck! Flak is a bit harder to get hold of, as there isn't a single mission where you can collect all the flak pieces. However, in the following missions, you'll always get at least 1 flak drop, though you'll usually get up to 4 in a single drop. You can get the best flak helmet in cheaper by the pack. Similar to Ruffle Some Feathers, this is a tracking mission. In this case, you're tracking raptors and have to follow its tracks. You'll need at least 1 Deinosuchus, but it's worth bringing a second one, so you can get the mate boost and keep hiding behind it during the final phase. Don't underestimate the raptor though, it's relatively strong and you won't be able to kill it easily on your own just with 1 creature. At the end, you're basically guaranteed to get a helmet, as the loot is rolled 6 times and the helmet has a 15% chance to appear, meaning you'll almost always get a helmet that's ramshackle or better. You can get flak chest pieces in the Bog Beatdown. This is a gauntlet mission, which is also one of the best missions for farming hexagons. If you want to know how to farm hexagons, watch this video. In this mission, players must defend themselves on foot, using the weapons provided by the mission, for a total of 5 waves, the last of which features a boss. During the battle, you'll be provided with all sorts of weapons in the arena, and you cannot bring any of your own. All weapons provided come with unlimited durability and ammunition. Upon completing it, they're taken from you. Once the final boss is defeated, you've made it and you'll get your loot. You can also get some extremely powerful Deinosuchus saddles here, which you can then use quite effectively for other missions. Armor ratings of 50 or more are already available on Gamma, which makes this mission one of the best you will find. Home is where the pouch is your mission if you need flak leggings. In this mission, you have to take a little Procoptodon back to its mom. Escort missions are the easiest missions, as the enemies usually don't attack you. The Procop only moves when you're nearby, and small hordes of wolves, bears and diodons keep spawning to attack you. However, with a Deinosuchus, you can kill them relatively quickly and the Procop will stay safe close to you. Just keep biting in the direction of the little one and everything should go smoothly. At the end, even on Gamma difficulty, you get flak pieces with 200 armor, which can be used in other missions. To get your hands on some good flak gauntlets, you'll need to complete a Captain's Conquest. This mission is another tracking mission in the lunar biome, in which you have to hunt an Astrocetus. It leaves behind some rather odd footprints and you'll have to traverse the lunar biome, which is why a creature with a decent mobility is a good choice. To kill the Astrocetus, a basic shotgun is enough, as it deals a fair amount of damage and kills it in just a few hits. For the mission itself, a mount that gives you mobility is ideal, as you'll need to jump from rock to rock in a few places. Which is possible because there are cracks that fling you upwards. For Flak boots, you'll be doing We Will Rock You. This is another trekking mission where you have to hunt a rock elemental. With a Deino, you can deal quite a lot of damage as the rock elemental takes bleed damage, which actually makes it quite easy to kill with just a few hits. Even on Gamma difficulty, you'll get 200 plus armor, and there are also plenty of hexagons you get for how easy this actually is. If you're looking for tech items, Genesis Part 1 is honestly one of the best maps in the game. Even Gamma missions already have a chance of dropping tech gear, and on Beta and Alpha the quality gets absolutely ridiculous. Just like the Flak chest piece, the tech helmet drops from bog beat down. Since you've already completed the mission for Flak chests, there's not much more to explain here. Simply keep farming the mission and sooner or later you'll get tech helmets as well. The nice thing is that you're farming hexagons at the same time, so even if you don't get the item you're looking for, the mission is still well worth doing. The tech chest piece comes from this little light of mine, which is another escort mission. Your goal is to escort a glowtail through the lunar bomb while protecting it from waves of enemies. Bring a strong combat creature like a Deino or a Rex and simply stay close to the glowtail. Kill every wave as quickly as possible before they can damage it. The mission isn't really difficult on Gamma and usually only takes a couple of minutes. If you're farming tech chest pieces, this is for sure the mission you should be repeating over and over. For Tek Leggings, you'll need to complete Magma Medley Melee. This is one of the arena combat missions where you have to fight several waves of creatures. In this mission, players must defend themselves on foot using a weapon provided by the mission for a total of 5 waves, the last of which features a boss. You can actually ignore all weapons apart from the shotgun. Just grab the shotgun and make sure you follow this route, as there is a conveniently placed rock at the edge of the arena which you can climb onto and which the creatures cannot reach, making this mission fairly easy compared to other Gauntlet missions. Besides the Tek Leggings, this mission is also one of the best sources for mining drills, making it worth farming even after you've already found a good pair of leggings. If you need tech gauntlets, then Build Frodo Tough is the best mission to farm. It's very similar to the Magma Medley Melee mission and works exactly the same way, except that it is set in the Arctic and features different creatures and weapons. There's a shotgun here too, grab it, run over to that rock. It's relatively safe there and only a few creatures make it up there. With the shotgun, you can basically one-shot everything, which makes it very easy to farm the mission over and over again. You can also get extremely powerful sniper rifles in this mission that drop at Gamma. Ones with 200% or more are quite easy to get, and they are in a different loot pool to the gauntlets, meaning you can get both. You can get tech boots from Don't Fear the Reaper King. This mission takes quite a long time compared to others, but in return you'll get loads of tech boots even on Gamma. Here, you always have to go to the spot marked by HLNA and wait there for a few seconds until you've finished scanning that spot and a new one is selected. It's best to take a Deino with you, because once you've scanned all the locations, you'll need to kill a Reaper King. But the Deino will deal bleed damage to it, which makes the fight much easier. You'll need a slightly better saddle though, so you don't take too much damage. You can get relative good loot even on Gamma, and it's worth farming this mission. You can obtain the Tek Sword as loot from the Rhino 500. This is one of the racing missions where you control a woolly rhino and simply have to complete the course within the time. Once you've practiced the course a few times, Gamma runs are super smooth and only take a couple of seconds. You can already obtain relatively good swords on Gamma, which meant that on the official servers, just a few minutes after release, players armed themselves with Tek Swords and were stomping over other players' bases. Hunting by the moonlight gives you extremely powerful Tek Rifles, even on Gamma. To get them, you need to complete this tracking mission and kill the Giga at the end. But don't worry, the Giga is significantly easier than other Gigas. With a Deino, you can deal bleed damage and it will die after just a few seconds. The Rexes that spawn at the end are almost stronger than the Giga because they can last a bit longer. On Gamma, you can already get Tek Rifles that are slightly stronger than primitive ones. If you take on higher tiers, it gets significantly harder, but in return, you can get extremely powerful Tek Rifles. and it's quite easy to get element on Gen 1, so you can actually start raiding straight away. If you're looking for pump action shotguns, Out of the Frying Pan is your mission. This is one of the easiest missions on Genesis because there isn't actually any combat involved in theory. All you have to do is visit the marked points of interest scattered throughout the volcano before the time runs out and collect those rifts. The symbol in the bottom of the screen does show you the direction you have to go next. Unfortunately, you can't bring any flyers with you, but you should be able to get from rift to rift quite quickly with a Bloodstalker, for example, or another fast creature. A single run only takes a few minutes if you know where the rifts are, and can reward you with 3 to 4 pump action shotguns, making this by far the fastest way to farm them. For compound bows, you'll want to farm just a hop, skip and a jump away. This is an escort mission, where you simply have to protect a frog while it makes its way through the bog. Throughout the mission, you'll be attacked by creatures like Titan boas, raptors and baryonyxes. A Deinosuchus makes this mission incredibly easy since you can quickly deal with every wave before the frog gets into trouble. Even Gamma already drops compound bows with around 150% damage, and the quality only gets better on beta and alpha. On top of that, the mission also rewards several really good saddles, making it well worth farming even after you have already found a decent bow. I absolutely hate this mission, not because it's difficult, but because I hate Bloodstalkers. Kingswing is a race mission, where you swing from tree to tree using a Bloodstalker, while following the blue checkpoints before the timer runs out. If you've never used a Bloodstalker before, the mission is actually a surprisingly good place to learn its movement. Once you get used to it, the route becomes fairly straightforward. Even Gamma already drops metal swords with around 150% damage. If you're looking for Acro Saddles, a Long Cane Pollen is easily the best mission. It's a fairly long mission and can become a little repetitive, but the rewards are absolutely worth it. A single run can give you 3 to 4 Acro Saddles, many of them with 50 plus armor, which is honestly insane. The mission starts by following HLNA to several marked locations where you'll have to scan different spots in the bog. While scanning, waves of enemies will attack you, so bringing a strong combat creature is highly recommended. Once every scan is complete, you'll reach several giant flowers. Destroy each flower and collect 1 pollen from every plant. After collecting all the pollen, you'll have to race back to the locations marked by HLNA before the timer expires. Complete the final objective and you'll be rewarded with a whole pile of Acro Saddles, making this by far the best place to farm them. I hope you liked this video, and I'm thrilled to read if this video has helped you. Hit the like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm and consider subbing to the channel. Alright, Frodo.